Hello and welcome to this introduction to roles and responsibilities within committees for small charities and voluntary groups by Support Cambridgeshire, a partnership between CCVS and Hunts Forum. This short online module will give you an understanding of what a committee is, the roles and responsibilities within a committee, as well as some tips for success. It is supported by a transcript and guidance links that will take you to additional resources and information. Firstly, what is a committee? Every community organisation, most are associations, and registered charity has a governing body, a group of people that manages its affairs or leads it into the future. Most community groups and all charities have a constitution or set of rules. A section of this defines the committee, including its size and how often it should meet. The committee tends to be elected at an annual general meeting. A very small group may meet informally and have no elected committee. In this instance, the entire association is the management committee and so are responsible for managing its affairs. Many associations with modest aims and activities run very successfully like this. There are often different roles within a committee, and I will talk through these within this module. However, it's important to remember that all committee members have the same legal and financial responsibility. I will now move on to talk about the different roles within committees. Firstly, the chair. The chair is a trustee with a specific role on the board. They are elected or appointed, and the main responsibilities are to lead meetings of the committee, to ensure that the group follows clear policies and priorities, keeping you on track. They act as the main spokesperson, for example, representing the group at functions, in meetings or in the press. They can also take urgent action, but not decision making unless authorised between meetings when it isn't possible or practical to hold a meeting. Then also, depending on the size of your group or charity, they can support and supervise staff or the chief executive, and they can act as a channel of communication between board and staff. In addition to chair, some committees also have a role of vice chair. The vice chair's role can vary from charity to charity. In some, the vice chair acts as a deputy for the chair, taking on their role when they are absent. In others, the vice chair is a chair in waiting or chair designate and will take over the chair's role in the future. There is also the treasurer. Generally, the treasurer helps trustees carry out their financial responsibilities. They may do this by presenting financial reports to the board in a format that helps them understand the charity's financial position. They might advise the board on how to carry out its financial responsibilities. They might work with professional advisors, and they might oversee the preparation and scrutiny of the annual accounts. In small charities, they often take on some or all of the day-to-day financial duties, such as bookkeeping, budgeting, and preparing reports. The work of the treasurer can vary significantly depending on the size of your group or charity. Then there is also the role of the secretary. Not all groups will have a secretary, but it can help ensure that someone is taking a lead on the admin and organisation of meetings. They'd generally be responsible for recording the decisions of the committee, ensuring that minutes and papers are sent out in advance of meetings, that rooms are booked or online meeting requests sent. They can also deal with any correspondence on behalf of the group. You might also have subcommittees depending on the size of your association or charity. More detail on all of these roles is included within this recording's transcript. What are the responsibilities of a committee? Members of a committee are essentially a team that have joint responsibility for keeping a community group or charity on track. For example, it is important to review your activities to ensure you continue to deliver what you were set up for. The way you are involved will depend on the size of your group or charity. This can include following your rules. While some committee members might lead on elements, all should be familiar with your constitution. The Constitution will set out things such as how often meetings should take place and who is entitled to attend. Planning events and activities. If you're a small charity or association, members of the committee will likely play key roles in the day-to-day running of your group activities, as well as making decisions about your future and finances. Finance and fundraising. Every committee member is responsible for making sure that the association accounts for its money properly. Fundraising is also an important task. This can include working out a basic budget and how your group will raise funds. Policies and procedures. Depending on what your group do, you will need policies and procedures to ensure you are doing it safely. Common policies needed by groups include health and safety, data protection and safeguarding. More information about policies is included within this module's transcript. Equal opportunities. Equal opportunities is something that should underpin everything that your group does, from running its activities to running its committee. The committee should ensure that it is welcoming and considerate to all members and that all voices are heard and respected. Insurance and liability. You will need to make sure that you have the right insurance in place, depending on what your group does. You can watch our Introduction to Insurance on Demand module for more information on this. Get help if needed. Remember that you're not alone and you're not expected to know everything. Get expert advice if you need it and talk to your local CVS for support. You can also watch our What Trustees Do on Demand module for more information on the responsibilities of trustees. In summary, here are some tips for running a successful committee. Stay open and welcoming. This can help you develop the skills on the committee and bring in new viewpoints and ideas. Think about how you can develop your committee skills or whether there are skills gaps you would like to recruit for. Consider whether you can offer flexibility. For example, can you arrange meetings at a time that will suit people that are working or have caring responsibilities? Make sure meetings are constructive and to the point, that different opinions are valued and that everyone is treated with respect. Try to ensure the committee stay in the loop and get involved. This will help you move ideas forward and make the most of the team. Know, remember and prioritise the group's purpose. This should be what you always go back to. And do act as ambassadors. The committee can help raise awareness of your group, so be proud and champion what you do. We hope that you have found this module helpful. Please do contact us on info@supportcambridgeshire.org.uk if you would like further support, and don't forget that this webpage includes a transcript of this recording and further guidance links. Thank you.